I don't want to catastrophize anything. Metastasize. Is it catastrophize or metastasize? Metastasize. Metastasize. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Metastasize. I think you can. The question is if you can hear anything. Let's find out quickly. Oh, wrong place at the wrong time. Joy to the world. Yes. Metastasize or catastrophize? I don't want to catastrophize anything, but it seems like it's already been catastrophized. Indeed. Zzz. Catastrophe upon catastrophize. Catastrophe upon catastrophize. Catastrophe upon catastrophize. Thank you. Okay, so you can hear me. That's very good. Very good indeed. And at least you hit the thumbs up. You smashed that like button for me. Can't you see? We're doing a little master art class. As you could see from my last short, I've been working on a little project. Yes, a little tarot tricks. You know, tarot tricks project for you and me. What I've been really needing is a confirmation deck, but a tarot confirmation deck. So here we have it. I am making it because no one wants to post one to me because I am in the dog's box as usual. As usual. Yes. As always. I am always in the dog box. No, I don't want to be a managing moderator. Go fuck yourself. Do that and then do that. Be who you are, Simba. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Okay, good. Fabulous. Let's get some audio for this video. I've got this very special audio for you. I recorded this secretly while nobody was even awake. Yeah, this was very sneaky of me. Oh, is it even here? Why is it gone? There it is. There we go.
You gonna be right back? Yeah, I had to get up and let Dobie go outside. And he starts barking like that. He's then to go do his business. Anyway, hello to whoever's in chat. I just came on chat because there's nothing I want to watch on TV and I can't get sleepy. I need to go to sleep. I got a plumber coming tomorrow. And I got another person coming to finish wrapping the windows in plastic to get it winterized. And I've not been able to sleep, waking up at weird hours. And I figured that I'd go to sleep early tonight because of the way I slept last night and into today. And I've been feeling sleepy, and I feel sleepy now. But every time I try to lay down to go to sleep, I'm just popping right back up. And I think it's the anxiety of knowing that I got to do all this tomorrow and knowing that I may not get no sleep. And I'm just going to be dumb when I'm trying to talk business. get anxious over it, dread things, and I'm upset because I know I got to deal with Jack. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Because I haven't made my mind up for an absolute fact if I'm leaving this YouTube channel and going to start another one, or if I'm just leaving altogether. But I do know before I leave here, I'm going to be posting some stuff that people ain't going to like. Things that Jack never thought that I would post about him to show him proof I ain't playing with you. Ain't playing with none of y'all. And they know I don't like drama on my channel. And they rest in that I won't, because I won't dare turn my channel into drama. But if I'm going to take my channel down anyway, I will expose them on my channel. I will prove to them that it's been begging. Show me the proof. Show me. They don't really want me to show them the proof, because I'm going to blow them out of the water. They don't think I got anything. I got a ton of shit. And it won't be for revenge. It's going to be so that when you do get in that trouble, just like I said to another one, you can't turn around and even utter out of your mouth that Sippy did not warn you. For up to what now? 2 years? Been warning you and trying to get you out of the mess that you're in, to come into a better light and stop being so mean, so callous to people. I've cried tears over you. I've worried about you and continue to cry. And now I don't cry. There's no more tears for you and your minions. But I still pray for you. And in the gut part, I feel it. That empathy is gone. That sympathy is gone. And if I'm honest about it, the premonition I've got is something is fixing to happen to you, Jack. And not just to you, but to some of your following little rats. You know, I got sung that song, I'm going to get that rat in my kitchen. I'm going to get all his drop-ins too. Well, your minions are your drop-ins. You're just running around in rat shit. And you're the one doing the shit. And they're comfortable in it. But when I get you, rat, I'm going to sweep you up and all of your shit turds too. And you know what the domino effect is, don't you? And you know who the domino is. But what do you say? I don't care. I don't care. Well, I did a video earlier, and I showed you some proof of something that I do not owe you, Jack. I don't owe any of you anything. I've been honest with you with everything I've said and everything I was doing, everything I was in the process of doing, and everything I've done. It just hasn't manifested to you yet. But I do want to say to you, Jack, that with or without the proof that I plan to put on here when it comes to my daddy, me, and one brother, because one of us did take his life, and I never one time said it was me. I said I felt guilty because I didn't, because I knew it was going to be me or that one other brother, because we are the two that he shot and fired at several times. My other two brothers didn't experience that kind of abuse from him because they weren't around him like me and the younger brother. And the younger brother has a different mother than me.
Brother from another
There was
mother.
nothing I could do. I was a minor. And then when he finally ended up having to shoot and kill him, he did it during the time that I had just had a high-risk baby after losing 2 twins. And that's when Daddy snuck him off from Mississippi and took him back to Illinois, knowing that there was nothing I could do.
Illinois or Mississippi? Mm-hmm.
And I am going to show all this on here, even though I don't owe anybody nothing. I'm going to clear my daddy's name that you have tried to just tear all over the place. I'm going to clear my name. I'm going to clear my brother's name. And I'm going to use that to come right back at you, Jack, and tell you at no time did you ever have the right, as you claim, and I've got those clips as proof too, that you have the right to tell any child that is in danger of their parents, and CPS is involved in stuff that your parents are evil, they're mean, they're nasty, they're wicked, they ain't worth a shit, and when you grow up, you need to go get revenge. I can just think about you telling my little brother that and all the stuff he was going through, and we were constantly trying to get help from law enforcement, and we couldn't get it because he was a hero to the law enforcement. It's one thing that made him as mean as he was. Attacked by gangbangers in the streets of Chicago because they ran to help an on-duty black police officer that gang members were banging up on, and they went, him and my two cousins, to try to help this
brothers or cousins.
And as it's going on, my dad gets hit in the head with a car tool, smashes his skull, and he ends up with brain damage and has to have a metal plate put in his head, and strong medications like phenobarbital, and Dilantin, and other strong medications, and they know he drinks, and he gets all this
Phenobarbital.
It gets out of his head
Mm-hmm.
to the point where he's a danger to his mother, of whom he's staying with. She's elderly. She's a nurse. And his stepson, and me, whenever I can get away and go over there.
Why did that move? You're at war against me and always have been, and you've been used in your people's wars against me. Bullshit. Come watch my live. Who made this pathetic petition? Oh, Lord of mercy.
Go outside. And he starts barking like that. He's then to go do his business. Anyway, hello to whoever's in chat. I just came on chat because there's nothing I want to watch on TV, and I can't get sleepy. I need to go to sleep. I got a plumber coming tomorrow.
No one is at war. What is this about both sides? You're at war. No one else is at war. You're calling people names because you think you're at war. Listen, darling. Darling. I did not do it. It's just that's how it is. It's as simple as that. I didn't do it.
And I got another person coming to finish wrapping the windows in plastic to get it winterized.
Winterized.
I've been able to sleep. Waking up at weird hours.
No, I lost it. Where is it now?
I found a lot. But nobody with any legal ties that can do anything, because my brother's mother and his
my brother from another mother
little brother died in a car accident on a bridge that was washed out by a flood due to a hurricane that pushed all the waters up into the Chicago and Illinois area.
Mm-hmm.
When he was only 8, I think. And my brother's been through a whole lot, and enough, more than enough, with his life. Constant abuse, being constantly shot at, being constantly taking knives away from him, constantly slapped in the face for no reason at all, running out in his underwear to try to escape gunshots, and then growing up and getting a job, working at a sawmill, seeing things he should have never had to see. One of his friends falling off into the mill and him seeing him cut up while he's reaching down trying to catch him. Can you imagine? And that's not all he's seen. He has childhood post-traumatic stress. And then he has post-traumatic stress of what had happened with our dad. And he really misses him. He has a guilt about it, even though he shouldn't have any guilt.
I hate it when that happens.
It's not ever going to feel good to take another person's life, no matter what, especially your own parent. And for you, Jack, to giggle and snicker and laugh when you're talking about it and then try to turn it around and argue with somebody that has took time to listen to the story and say, no, she's telling a lie. Sippy's the one that did it. It wasn't her brother. And I've got court records right here. I've got papers. And in the video I did and I took down, I read from the paper. And then after I thought about it, I thought, no, that wasn't the way to do it. Because the more I was reading, the more mad I got at the evidence I've got on you as a worker in the CPS center, telling children that were being taken away how bad their parents were and acted just as stupid as you. And you telling them, when you get grown, you need to get revenge. This was a matter of life and death with us. We weren't getting revenge. We loved our daddy very much, and we still suffer with that pain. And then you get to talking about my brothers like you know something. And you know that the one brother that I'm so scared of, and why I'm scared of him, is because he's so much like my dad. And all he's doing is triggering in past memories that I thought I had put to sleep. I see my daddy every time I see him because he's worse than my daddy. Never thought nobody could get any worse. He is. So I'm on high alert all the time. I got enough to worry about and to deal with without listening to your mouth. Just turn it into whatever you want to. You keep playing your stuff and just wanting to stream other people. Maybe you'll stream this one, but I'm telling you, Jack, you better not just listen. You better hear. You need to shut your mouth so you can hear what I'm saying instead of talking over it and doing your snickers, which to me shows that you are nervous. You better be nervous. I'm one person that ain't a bit scared of you. Not one bit. And I got word too that you're following Rose around. You might have her a little bit paranoid. All she's got to do is ignore you. You ain't gonna do nothing to Rose. At least you better not while I'm around. Because I done got you linked up there too. I ain't been telling you no lies. You sitting there saying what you say does not change the route that I've already went. You're just tying yourself up more. Have at it. And remember, the domino. You're the domino. You'll be the first to fall. What happens when one domino falls on another one? It just gets pop, 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 pop going. And you're idiots ain't got enough sense to catch on that you don't care about them and you don't care to take them down. You've told me that before. You will go down just to meet your goal. Ain't that right, Jack? Yeah, I know you. You know I know you too. And if you think I'm sitting over here thinking you ain't a bit afraid, you know that ain't what I'm thinking. I know you're afraid. I know you are. You little snickering. Nothing's mounting up, Jack. Nothing you're saying, what little bit I've been listening, because I don't care. I already know what's coming for you later. But here's what you need to understand, is this right here. No matter what comes at you, whether it be your attorney general, if it be your governor, if it be a whole thing opened back up on child protective, and you are the one, Mr. Whistleblower, that has the whistle blown on you, and you're exposed because you're going to be exposed all the way. And your news people that you feel so proud to have been on because you are supposed to be a hero that whistle blew on child protection. And you find out that you got the whistle blew on you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see it. I want to see how much you squirm around in that suit that's way too big for you and makes you look like a munchkin. How are you going to answer all the questions when they've got all the evidence right there? I really did think you were a smarter person. It's amazing how ignorant you are to have all these degrees if they're really real. I don't even believe them anymore. Nobody in their right mind would have said and done things you've done. And what did I tell you my thing is? I'm an advocate for the elderly, for children, for the vulnerable. They fit in both of those categories. Special needs fit right in the middle of it. And I've got the clips of everything you said to those children, admittingly. And about the other one that went right behind you. You had a little something to do with that one too. I got all of that, Jack. I'm not stupid. You trying to dox me? All the things that you ain't supposed to do, not just going against community rules, but going against the rules of playing around on anything cyber. Making up your own lies on my police reports that involved me. And you don't even know what happened in court when I went, but you should have known, because it would have helped you, and now it's going to work against you. Because you think you know everything, Jack. Rats like you don't know nothing but a pigsky. Just get in there and get all the mess out. That's why you're not healthy. But I'm telling you, it ain't the Leo. It's not your news station. It's not the Attorney General that you really, really got to concern yourself with right now. It's my Creator, my God. Because in my gut, I know you're not going to be able to deny what's going to happen to you in spirit pretty soon if it hadn't already. And neither are your minions. The manifestation of spirit is already started. And you'll know it. I've told you many times you need to shut up and sit down. You need to shut up and sit down. And you don't do that. You just get worse. Now I'm just telling you, be quiet, Jack. My last advice to you, be quiet, Jack. My story, when it comes to my father and my brothers and my twins and my son, is not to be mocked. And that's exactly what you're doing, every single one of them. Even when you bring up that you're bringing twins into the world and you want to compare them that I had twins. Dude, be careful. I don't really believe that you got twins on the way, but if you do, I'm not going to be surprised if later you come back and told us you lost them, because probably they never existed. You're going to have some type of excuse, because I don't believe they're there. But if they are, and you come back and tell us that you lost them, it might be because of that mouth of yours. I know I'm a daughter of the prime Creator of all things, up above, down below, and in between. And I know that you are of the dark. You are my enemy, and I'm yours. And it's warfare. You got a body, and I got one too. You got a tongue, and you choose how to use it, and so do I. And you're fighting me. You're defaming my name and my family with that tongue full of lies. I've not told a lie on you yet, and you know it. But I sent prayer your way, and I can feel it way, way, way down deep in my stomach. You better get ready, because it's already on the way. I won't have to lift a finger. I just lifted my voice to somebody that's a whole lot bigger than the whole wide world organization put together. And the eyeball is on you, Jack. And you are the domino. And when you fall, all those under you are going to fall too. Keep this video. Listen to it. turn on the captions and read it, get it settled in bones to where you know that you know that you know. And you'll never dare utter that you weren't warned by Sippy Talker herself, the mama of Justin, the mama of those twins, the sister to these brothers, and the daughter to this father. I hope your little laughs and giggles and spreading rumors was enough for what you got coming to you and what some of them have come into them. It's going to scare you to death. And I won't be there for any of you. You deserve whatever you get. I just read what you said. Rodosco. I can't even hardly read. My eyes are so tired. I've been on the computer most of the day researching some stuff and pulling up records and all this stuff that I've got prepared. Jack just got to have proof. And I'm going to give him some proof so he can't say I didn't put it right in his face. But I'm going to do it at a time when I know that I can be completely calm and make sure that I'm not showing any legal names, because he is too lazy and uneducated, like the rest of them, to go and find this for themselves. And like I said, I don't know for sure or when I'm leaving YouTube, but I'm going to straighten this up just as soon as possible. For all I could know, I could have another one of these crazy spells and end up having to go back where I was at before. And I know if I go back there, I'm not going to have any privacy to make a video. But I want this stuff straight about my dad and his death and why it had happened the way that it did. This is a trauma that is going to live with all of us for the rest of our lives. And when I think about how Jack has admitted working in a CPS office of how he talked to those children that got taken away from other parents that were abusive, and me knowing what kind of trauma that is, and he thinks that's okay. And he's claiming that he's got these kids around him right now, and one little girl in particular he calls Little Jack, and he wants to raise up to be like him. And possible twins on the way. You better take into consideration, I'm not lying to you about the reports that's been filed in on you with evidence that you are not quite the whistleblower you made yourself out to be, some kind of hero, because you reported everybody else after you quit. How do you think it's going to look when they start looking at you, this hero that you made yourself out to be, but you're not really a hero? You're covering yourself by exposing everybody else. They're going to find out, Jack. You're still stupid to do something like that and get on social media and act the way you've been acting. Kind of crazy. What does that mean, Big Bone? Guan. What's Guan supposed to stand for?
What going on?
But I don't remember, and I don't want to go look it up. It's some kind of slang word when you're talking to a woman. What does Guan mean?
What going on?
Does it mean something about a granny my age? Is it some other slang? You have to help me out here. I'm just sitting here rambling right now. Trying to find out what guan means. What is that abbreviation for? I should know. I used to know. I could type it in real quick. I just don't feel like it. Tell me what it means. I guess I'm gonna have to ask, what does guan mean?
What's going on, Sippy? What's going on? What's going on? What's going? Even I knew that, and I'm not even from
What's the
Jamaica.
what's the word for? I just put the word.
What's
It's
going
called
on?
slang.
What's going on?
Slang?
Whoa.
What's slang?
Whoa.
Word gone. mean?
Whoa. Can't you understand that? Whoa.
Caribbean slang, it means go on or what's going on.
What's going on? Exactly, I told you.
It's
Told ya.
Jamaican. Man, what's going on or how are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much.
I thought it meant something else.
Uh,
You say wagwan, my friend.
Wagwan.
Means what's up, brother?
Wagwan.
How old is Jack? He's 39 years old. He'll be 40 in December. New Mexico. I'm not doxing him because he's already told these things about himself. He's been on the news and he advertised it because he wants to be a hero. He wants to be famous. Well, he's going to be famous, all right.
Well, this
His
woman
name
has
and
issues.
everything. He's let it be known.
You got issues with men wanting to be famous. Oh, yeah, you do. You don't want
39,
men to
next one
be
is 15.
famous.
With no discipline. No
discipline.
sympathy. No regret.
Just like Lionel
Anything that it
Royal.
takes to get to whatever his primary goal is, even if he has to go to prison, he'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't care who falls with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. And he'll use anybody and everybody, find their family, try his best to make it just miserable for you. And people that have weakness about them, they fall under his threats. But I'm not like anybody he's ever messed with. I warned him about that at the beginning. And I think he's got a little spark in him that thinks that I'm not serious in what I do.
Let's try it. Doodah. Let's call the doodah bird. Just joking. Ingrained pattern breaks both our hearts. I brought fresh fruit to decorate our cakes. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Come show us the decorations. I'm excited about the decorations. Small joys for the broken heart. I've got the winter blues. So I should open up a bakery. Yes, do it. Do you want me and Sippy to fight? No, Sippy doesn't want to fight you. Sippy wants you to join in fighting me. Yes, that's what Sippy wants. Didn't you hear, Sippy? She's warning you against me. Doodah, doodah, calling home, calling home. Answer. Hello. Oh, she didn't answer. She's not answering. Okay, so we continue with that then. It's your problem. But where did we leave off? I didn't delete it. Where's it gone now? There. What's going on now?
I could type it in real quick. I just don't feel like it. Tell me what it means. We're in December. New Mexico. I'm not doxing him because he's already told these things about himself. He's been on the news and he advertised it. Because he wants to be a hero. He wants to be famous. Well, he's going to be famous, all right. His name and everything. He's let it be known. He's 39, acts like he's 15. With no discipline. No empathy. No sympathy. No regret. He'll do anything that it takes to get to whatever his primary goal is. Even if he has to go to prison, he'll tell you that. And he doesn't care who falls with him.
Where's the calls been?
It's very interesting. And he'll use anybody and everybody, find their family, try his best to make it just miserable for you. And people that have weakness about them, they fall under his threats. But I'm not like anybody he's ever messed with. I warned him about that at the beginning. And I think he's got a little spark in him that thinks that I'm not serious in what I did in reporting him, and that we'll be friends again one day. Ain't gonna happen, Jack. When I'm done, and I'm done with you. It's like a marriage thing. I never went back to any of my ex-husbands. When I was done, I was done. And I don't go back to friends. Once I see them and I cut them loose, it's done. I will never go back to my brothers or anybody else in my family that God has either cut the ties on because I couldn't, and the ones that I could cut the ties on. If I cut it knowing it's in my best interest. I have boundaries of which you don't. Blood don't mean nothing to me. Once I see that somebody really don't care about me, all they want to do is use me for my time or money if I have it, or to bring me into the middle of some type of drama that I don't need to be in, and it becomes habitual. I'm only needed when they need.
I just think if you really didn't do it, you really wouldn't have said you did. I mean, you're a little crazier than I like to admit, and maybe you're right when you say you don't know the difference between truth and lies, which is pretty bad. That means you don't know the difference between, do you know the difference between right and wrong? Because I'm not sure you do. If you don't know the difference between truth and lies, then it's like you're lost. You know, you're just a reaction. You're just a reactionary creature that just says whatever you want to say in the moment. There's no founding. There's no grounding. Do you ever ground? I mean, this is the frustration. You know, I can see these bits and pieces of you that I enjoy or that I think I can connect with, and then it's just gone with the wind. You know, the wind blows, and whatever it was I thought I had just blows up into a bunch of leaves in the air and goes off somewhere, and I'm left with this foolish feeling that I thought you had something. It's like torture, honestly, doll.
No one is at war. What is this about both sides? You're at war. No one else is at war. You're calling people names because you think you're at war. Listen, darling. Darling, I did not do it. It's just, that's how it is. It's as simple as that. I didn't do it.
Come on, speak, Rose. Don't type to me. Come on, answer. Answer the damn phone, you fool. Why, let me do it like that. There, that's better. Answer the damn phone, or at least speak. Give me a voice note. I can't read all this. I'm busy with other stuff, you know. She says, feel free to share with your views. I don't care what they say. Here it is. If you are age shaming an elderly empress when you are 42 years old, you've missed the point. If this life and will never earn the coveted and difficult acquire wisdom codes, the donut blew it in this life. The or dear better, or dear better, I don't know, buy her a box, a Duncan to soothe her. I'll buy 48 donuts, all to be eaten with 48 minutes. I'll treat. Give me the town, and Duncan is in, and I'll call and pay with a credit card. Dunkin' Donuts it is. Come on, Empress. My dear goddess, please, please come join me and speak to me, or forever hold your clitoris. Do you think she'll read that? Why doesn't do it? Come on, do it. There we go. Balloons. She's a chicken. Chicken shit, chicken shit. Why are you a chicken shit? Chicken shit, chicken shit. Why are you a chicken shit? Chicken shit. Was that smelly cat, smelly cat? Why are you a smelly cat? Let's go back to Sippy then. Listen to her misery. Much better that way, don't you think? Yes, we'd rather listen to Sippy's
Me?
misery.
Want me and using me and manipulating me, I can cut it off. And Jack, you're cut off. I will never trust one word out of your mouth. I see you
I
clearly.
see. Smelly cat.
I am done.
Smelly cat.
I'm not completely finished, but I'm done. I'm as well as finished. All I got to do is answer a couple of questions if they send them to me. But I put in enough information, they shouldn't have to be asking me nothing. But if they do, I'll be there. And if I'm summoned to your court, especially, I'll be there, Jack. But I'll show you just enough information that I've got to let you know I got your information. I've done showed you some of it. That should have been enough. But this channel is not going to remain a drama channel. I'm just tying up loose ends with you and 2 others. You can take it, consider it, or you can leave it and learn to believe it, because it's coming. And again, I say, sit down and zip your mouth while you still can, before you make it worse. And stop bringing up certain names. You need to get ._ out of your mouth, and you need to get Rose out of your mouth. And if it's true what I've heard, that you are talking to Rose, you are punk rock and trying to scare her in some kind of way, you better knock it off. Because you ain't just going to be linked in with me. You're going to be linked in with Maine. You're going to be linked in with Washington State, your state, Mississippi State, and possibly Tennessee. How many more do you want? Because I can put some more up in there. I whistle blew upon a government thing when I whistle blew on nursing in 2 states. You worked for a government bureau by the working with CPS, no matter what your job was, and you broke the rules of integrity of what you can do by law when it comes to working around children. And do you know how many people have lost their jobs just because they got a Facebook or a YouTube channel? You say, well, I don't work there no more. Doesn't matter. You blew a whistle. You're one of the top dogs they're going to be looking at in all this investigation. But I've got all of your evidence of how you are sitting in a TV station, acting all prim and proper,
superstar,
using certain words, saying certain things, and the real you, when you address those things and you make fun of what you said and what you do on real life social media, which is cyber. You say you'll ruin my life. You better get to it. You got search engines. You've got background checks you can do. It's going to cost you some money. And it'll cost you a little bit more money to get to me because my stuff's been buried. But you can get it. I could show it to you, but I'm not going to. I don't owe you nothing, but I'm going to show you proof that all this you're saying about my brother, me, and my dad is coming out of your mouth twisted when you already know the truth. But I'm going to expose the truth to everybody else that you're lying about. And so are they just taking the ball and running. And I'm telling you, I'm not filing a cease and desist. I'm telling you all, you better cease and desist and shut up before you find yourself in a lot of trouble.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
I told you the truth. I've told everybody the truth, but yet you choose to defame my truth, my character, my brother, and many other things. And defamation of character is so hard to prove in court. But with all I've got on you, it's a slam dunk. You say you got all these degrees. But you know, I know this. I know you don't know nothing, Jack. Or you would know you shouldn't have said any of the things that you did to begin with. And for goodness sake, you should not continue on. what you do to me, what you do to Natty, what you're doing to this girl that you say you're with, you're going to have somebody stop you. And I am your huckleberry because I don't give a shit and I ain't a bit scared of you. You can't get over on me like you do these other soft women. Because if you're with that girl still, and you did get her pregnant, and you got her 3 kids around you, tells me she don't know you. Y'all don't know each other, haven't been long together enough for her to realize that when you sleep with somebody, there's always a chance there's going to be a pregnancy, and anybody would be stupid, including you, to risk getting somebody pregnant that you don't really know, because that's going to be for life. That's going to be that baby's mother for life. And you, oh my gosh, you're going to be that baby's daddy for life. And that is scary. And she will wake up eventually and realize what she's got herself into. Because you can only wear a mask for a certain length of time. And people will begin to see that you're just a skin suit walking around playing a game until you can let that dark side come out and show its real self. And anybody that sees that real self realizes that what they thought they knew in you was nothing but a lie, a figment of their imagination that you created. And then when they see the truth, it's a shock. And they're going to do one or two things. They're going to stick around you out of fear of you, like a Stockholm syndrome, and they will do good for you out of fear. Be trapped. You say you've already moved her from her reservation, her friends, you've separated them all. That's a narcissistic move if I ever heard it. That you're the boss. They're going to do as you say to do. Because she's got a lot to learn about you yet, if she's even really still around. I'm not convinced that she is. Hope she ain't. But if she is, she'll wake up one day. And if she ever has to fight for custody of her children with you, I will back her up 100%, no matter what she thinks about me right now. Because I see you. And I got the evidence to help her get out of your situation. If she wants to, if she chooses. And the more things come out about you through social media, through your news station, through you possibly going to be getting questioned now by other district attorneys, even your attorney general and your Department of Justice, she's probably going to be raising an eyebrow, because you can only hide your lies for so long. It's like pumping too much air into your bicycle tire and it's going to burst. You're that anxious. But there are certain names you need to leave out of your mouth. Even if you don't leave me out of your mouth, you get Team Rose out of your mouth. And you need to get Dot _ out of your mouth. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And you need to get Terry Joyce out of your mouth. Because you don't know who you're talking about. And who all you're getting yourself involved in. It just might be a bit more dangerous than what you think you are. And you're dangerous enough. So you keep on picking your battles, and you'll see you get worn down so bad there's no way you can win the war. It's over. It's checkmate for you. I'm telling you, it's checkmate. But you're so addicted to drama and your dopamine and trying to prove something that don't even exist by any manipulation tactic that you can do. Yeah, your turn's coming.
Smelly kiss.
You got a lot of red flags. Anybody's in love with somebody like you say you are with her. It's funny how every time I was on the phone with you, she's always asleep. Or when you're up here doing your thing, well, she's gone right now, but she'll be back in just a little bit. You time everything. Yeah, she's supposed to know about everything. I hear one little voice that sounds like a little girl. At the same time, it sounds like an AI. I don't really care. What I do care about is showing proof in fact of why you don't need to be around children. And I think I pretty much got a slam dunk case right there. So if you've got twins on the way, you'll end up with supervised visitation. Probably whether she stays or she goes. Because only a deranged mother, after learning everything she's going to be learning about you, would choose to have any of her children, including yours, around you without supervised position in place. Hey Presley 007, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in here. Presley 007 is a good name. I can feel my medicine starting to kick in. I took me 2 Vistarils. It's kind of like a souped up Benadryl. If I take Benadryl, I don't know what it's going to do. It's going to either wire me up and I can't sleep at all, or it's going to knock me out. So I don't take those. But I've got Vistaril, and I just called it a souped up Benadryl, and I took 2 of them. I feel like it's trying to kick in and make me a little bit drowsy. I hope it does, because I got to get up tomorrow. I got that plumber coming. I got another guy coming to finish wrapping the house in plastic to try to get it winterized. Then I got another man that I've got to meet and pay money to that I owe. And I'm going to be so tired because I also need to go to the store and get, a few tables of fever. Can you talk? Food that will last me for a few days. Dobie's got to have his dog food, but I put him on a green bean diet for the past 2 days and added halibut in one and gave him tuna in another because I felt like he needed it. He's scratching a lot, and I think it's from anxiety of being separated from the other little dog that was in the living quarters of where I was at before, and he's missing her. I can tell he's craving her, just grieving her. They got so close, and he's licking a lot, like it's anxiety. But then again, he could be getting a yeast infection from the food they was giving him, because I had him on a strict diet, and he's wanting to lick a lot. But that could be the anxiety from being away from her, or it's a sign that he's getting a infection. So I'm trying to start weaning him down, because I'm going to have to take him to the vet soon, and I know he's going to get all over me for this weight that he is. But so I'm showing 3 in here, and I've been on here for almost an hour. I know people have been coming and going. So has anybody else got anything they want to say real quick before I shut the stream down? I guess I'll shut it down and try to go to sleep. Just want to come on live a minute and say hi. And they can know that I'm not done talking. I'm going to set my family straight so that this nut and some other nuts can't continue going around saying what they're saying and me not have the real story up here. And I will set it up. I'll do it in a much better way. But most everything that I have is packed up in totes. I've had people saying, "Oh, I want to see a CD they played on the radio that was produced by Eddie Bond." I have them out there. I have my CMT magazine that shows me in there with Eddie Bond on my first CD that was ever um, demoed by him and sent to the radio station. I've got other things with autographs, but I don't want to boast these things. I just said it because I wanted people to.
That's it, kids. Oh no, nearly not. Almost finished.
People to know what my curriculum was that gave me the training to do what I've been doing for 4 years. And it's sad that you can't share hardly anything in your life that is not just to show your positive side, but to show that you're trained and well equipped to do what you say you're going to do in the beginning. And it just gets met with put down after put down. And it's important that we be able to talk about our lives because for me, I've come to the realization that nothing is happening in my life that's not for my good. It's going to teach me something, no matter how hurtful it is, that I'm going to see later in the future that was hard. But look what I got out of it. I'm always going to get something good out of it. Romans 8:28 through 31 promises this to people like me. I believe it. But it doesn't mean that when you're going through that hurtful time, you don't need somebody else to talk to. So it says, bear you one another's burdens. And when it gets to where you can't talk because you don't trust people to hold your private thoughts instead of running out here and twisting everything you said just to use against you because they're angry at you, it can mess with you. Makes you afraid to be back on social media and ever talk about anything that's personal to you again. But there's part of me that knows I need to overcome that. I'm not going to let the evil dark side hide my light of my experience. Experience is better than any book read. And I already know that in the end of the chess game, chess will be a stalemate to Jack, and we won't have no moves, and it'll be the queen that comes in to get him, right along with the bishop. If not the bishop, it's going to be that knight, and people often forget to think about that book. I ain't no grandmaster at chess, but it's a paraphrase to say you cannot stop God's plan. You can't block it. I don't care how many pawns you got. I don't care how many knights you still got on the table. I don't care if your queen hadn't been touched or your bishop. The winner is going to win. And Jack, it ain't you. You're the black side. That's why you dress the way you do. And I'm telling you, if this follows through with Rose, on top of what you got going, I'm definitely going to be a witness for Rose if she needs me. But when it comes to you, if I have to fly because Zoom is not going to be well enough, I'll get you.
Oh God. I suppose that's the end of it. Huh? Come on, play it. Where are you there?
Don't. On top. If it's real. Because I just did that tonight. What can I find right now? And there's still stuff to be found. So that tells me Jack does not have the sense of a cat. If he had all the training he says, he could have already found all this and put a stop to it. But Jack's got to have that attention. I'm going to give you some attention, Jack. In the right time and the right way. So until next time, y'all, I'm going to leave you with Theos to pick one of those hosting enlightenment of spiritual thought with the situation 153. Jack, you need to consider this boomer, as you call me, and I'm not even a boomer. Just because they changed age don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. But you consider this old lady, 62 years old. You better consider my experience in life that you have yet to experience. You need to experience where I am in my life and how many different tiers of circles that I'm in and I've been working on. And I'll be checking on your channels from time to time. It's like I've been checking on some other channels that are no longer here. I'm not going to be surprised. I don't see none of y'all. So, medicine's kicking in, and I'm going to go to bed. Hope y'all have a good night. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some rest in. I'm not worried about the trauma. I don't want my youngest brother to get a hold of something and hear something that's being said, and then it just fly him off in a mid-air somewhere. I'm still having trouble with the doxing of Justin's half-sister that's not mine, and what RFD, he doxed her name, her face, her family, her kids, everything, and then made a comment. We still have it.
Sippy gonna kill me for this one, I suppose so, because that live ain't available, and it's the most recent live. I think Sippy is busy with a decking man or a building man, a contractor, a decorator, to put in a floorboard or something right now as I speak. So I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope you enjoyed the Master Art class. And that's my project for now. Seeing as no one else across the world will even post me a tarot deck, even though they said they had spare tarot decks. But no one's got enough money to help anyone with anything, isn't it? It is. It truly is. So I thought, well, fuck it, Lionel. You can do it. Yes, you can. I am the train that can. So life gets tougher, but we get smarter. And if we try a little bit harder, it does get better. Cheers. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Ek is lief vir jou. Ek lief vir die. Siyabonga. Arialamonga. Ngiyabonga. Hambagafre. Salagafre. Tjus. Sayonara. Au revoir. Tot ziens. Ek